People are not noticing what is going on. That they now have an identity called Yoruba Fulani.
Yoruba Fulani.
Yes.
The Fulanis that came to Yoruba land.
Yes, that's Yoruba Fulani. We go to Okocha, Igbo, Upper Ogun, Ilorin. They are now creating an identity called the Yoruba Fulani. It used to be Islamic identity. But they're now saying, okay, we are Fulani Yoruba.
They are Fulanis, but most of them were born in Yoruba land.
Yes. But you know, that full concept of Fulani Yoruba, they are trying to separate it from Yoruba identity.
That was the Fulani Yoruba that Sunday Igbo attacked.
The Fulani men, the Fulani that were attacking the forests. That was the one he was attacking.
But again, some of them that were uprooted were Fulanis that were born in Yoruba land. So they lived there.
Correct, but they used to self-identify as Muslims. You understand? But now they've added a second layer now. Muslims first, and now Fulani Yoruba. It's just growing now.
When Ottoman Danfodio came, did he come with Islamization?
Yes, he came with Islamization. What people call today, whether Fulanization, whether the forceful taking over Fulani people, and so on and so forth. But in a nutshell, it is Islamization. Now, oh my goodness, IPT Yoruba people, especially that of Kwara State, going to your Okocha side. Yeah, everybody saw it coming, you know. People that talk, people that hated, the people that were outspoken, they did to their own detriment. And now what is going on is that there is no way out. Yeah. When I mean that there is no way out, there is no way out. Let's talk about this. Do you remember that time? I'm just someone who is still under 40, but I still know the time they were saying Hausa Fulani that time. Nobody will come out to say I'm a Fulani man now. Hausa Fulani. But before we know, nothing like Hausa Fulani. See, if you're a Fulani person, I'm not saying this against you. I'm saying it against the reality. This is the reality on ground. So I don't have anything against you as a person or as a group, but I have a problem with the cultural maneuver of taking people's place, dominating people illegally, to say, trying to wipe away cultures and values of people through ethnic cleansing. This is against natural justice and equity, and it is going to be something that will not end well. It won't end well. There is no how you will come and continue to kill people and so on and so forth. I understand. I have Fulani friends, you know. I used to say this to their own face. I tell them the reality, like, I don't hide things to people. That is the kind of person I am. I speak truth to your face, no matter whom you are. So if I can even talk to God the way my mind is, who is a human being for me not to talk to? So the reality here is that the Yoruba people must have to be very careful. You see what is going on in the north? It will happen in Yoruba land. And I've not seen something that will stop it. The only person who was trying to stop it was Sunday Igbo, but he have not joined APC, because I saw him putting on APC cap, going for where there are meetings and so on and so forth. Whether he's just doing it for Tinubu to pass out before he will start again, or I don't know. But that is a compromise, okay, for me. That is what I perceive, a compromise. Now, Nigeria is already under pressure to collapse. But some people are happy about it. Every Boko Haram attack, some people are happy about it. Now, you see, the video you just watched is from Edward Obieno. So you have to go to his YouTube channel and watch the full video. Okay? Go and watch the full video. So, you see, the truth is bitter. We must say it. Nnamdi Kanu warned Yoruba people about this. They warned them about this. But what pains me most was what Obasanjo did. If I remember what Obasanjo did when he ordered soldiers to start shooting OPC, the Oduduwa People's Congress, the OPC, was like a resistant force against this infiltration of Fulanis. Yeah, it was a resistant force, not a resistant force to kill them, not a resistant force to not to allow them to come to Yoruba. No, a resistant force for them not to remove the Oba of Benin and put an emir in Kwara State, like Obi of Onitsha. You came to Onitsha as a foreigner, as a Fulani man, you remove the Obi of Onitsha and you put an Emir of Onitsha. That was what OPC people were fighting against. And Obasanjo, Boubacar Nadima, Buhari, they forced Obasanjo that if you want to come back again, you've got to, ask military to stop these people. So Obasanjo declared that military should start shooting the Oduduwa People's Congress people aside, just like what they did to, Biafra dictators. They used their own person, Obasanjo, to do it. They used Southeast governors against their own people. It won't end well. Look at Kwara State today. Half of the landmass in Kwara State is under terrorist control. They take control over it. I want people time to come. Like time will come, people will begin to see the effect of not listening to the truth. No problem. We still have time to prove the reality to people. So allow people who are deceiving you to continue to deceive you. Allow them. Calm down. Don't worry. Okay? Just allow them to continue to deceive you. Allow them to be motivating you into fire. That all is well. That the way is that we should fight for this, do this, do this. See, many people already know the problem right now. That the problem is Islamization of Nigeria. Well, the question is, how many people are ready to resist? How many people are ready to resist this? How many people will come out? You see, why I'm laughing, I'm sorry to digress a little. Why I'm laughing? Despite I know that the political regime change is never the solution to Nigerian problem. But I was expecting, because I used to study different countries of the world. If, for example, immigration is the problem of America, the next president will campaign through immigration. During Joe Biden administration, immigration was becoming a problem in America. Bringing drugs, bringing people trooping in. Trump used it to campaign and he defeated Joe Biden. This is what people should think. This is what people should think. Now, I was expecting that someone will come out as a president, a presidential candidate, that what I'm going to do if I win as a president is to divide Nigeria. If we see anybody that comes out, Okocha happy must say, I will support the person. You know why? I know that the person have the solution. Not jargons. People are just parading, making noise in the name of I want to become president. President of which country? Is there any country left? You are joking. I needed someone who knows the problem of Nigeria. If anybody comes out today, you are a House of Rep member, you're a senator, you said, my purpose of going to the Abuja is to fight for the division of Nigeria, to bring a bill. You, by having it as an intention, you get my support automatic. Because that is the only solution. That is just the only solution. If I have any presidential candidate that will come out and say that if I win as Nigerian president, I will make sure Nigeria will be divided. Okay? Through a referendum or through, national conference, anyhow. If I see someone who will come out and have such manifesto, I will support the person. We'll support the person strategically and we will deploy technology to support the person. By all means. You understand? Even though he's not going to win, but that will be a message. That will be a message. People are playing games. People are just playing games. Nobody, until I see a manifesto of a presidential candidate that my purpose is to make sure I divide Nigeria. I'm not even seeing the one that is close to it. If I win as a president, I will return Nigeria to regional government. Oh, you think if you do that, that is, if you see any candidate that will come out to say this, that is when you will know that Nigerians have been waiting for that. They will just disembark from this bandwagon shifts they are following. They will troop into the person's, wagon. Why? Because that is the solution. Imagine if Yoruba have been Oduduwa nation right from time, after 1914. What is going on there will never happen. You see what is going on in Nigeria? It is not happening in Cotonou. They are trying it in Cotonou. It's not working. They tried it in Ghana. It's not working. Why? Because they are sovereign states. They are sovereign state, territorial integrity. But in Nigeria, they are unable to do that because Abuja is dangerous. The terrorist sponsors are there in Abuja, empowering people in the bush to push and push for Islamization. Anyway, it's funny, Fulani Yoruba. But you see it as a joke, right? Shh, it's not a joke. And don't joke with it.
Well, you see, people don't know what Sharia is all about. First of all, Sharia is principles.
Do you think Nigeria should become a Sharia nation?
That is my ambition, and that is the ambition of every Muslim in this country.
So, as a leader, governor, chairman, president, you are expected to run your affairs with the dictates of Sharia. So, as a leader, governor, chairman, president, you are expected to run your affairs with the dictates of Sharia.
Item 62 says National Assembly shall not make any law that affects Islamic law. This second schedule. So this amendment is against second schedule, item 60.
Well, you see, people don't know what Sharia is all about. First of all, Sharia is principles and practice.